Lens Africa TV felicitates with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, state governors, commissioners, local government chairmen, community leaders, market women, religious leaders, and Nigerians on the celebration of 63rd Independence Day anniversary. Long live Nigeria, long live Lens Africa TV.
My name is Johnson Sunday Babatunde, the executive chairman of Orile-Agege LCDA. At 63, Nigeria has actually come of age. And because Nigeria has come of age, there is need for us to celebrate that we still remain indivisible. We are still strong. We are still together. In some other contexts, we are still the giant of Africa. Giant of Africa in numerical strength and in landmass and whatnot. But as far as I'm concerned, here is the country that God himself has put together. And at 63, well, we are not doing bad as far as I'm concerned. Because there is global recession. The first global recession that came was in 1980. And ever since then, the recession should have been occurring in 10 years' time. But to our own surprise, we have multiple economic recession. But based on this, I would rather say that when Nigeria has come of age, whichever way you look at it, we are not at the level we were in 1960 in terms of infrastructure, in terms of population, and in terms of development. Prior to 1960, we were not having Abuja as a city, as the capital city of the country. We are not having 36 states. But as far as we are concerned, where they are still alive, there is still hope. And prior to 1960, we were not having the 6th geopolitical zone. And today, the South can breathe life into their own region. The Southeast, the Southwest, the North Central, they can tell you they are on their own. Likewise, the Northeast and the Northwest. So in all, if we are to look at it cumulatively, well, we are better off prior to independence. Well, one of the greatest monsters that is staring the country in the face is the issue of corruption, is the issue of greed, is the issue of self-centeredness, and it's the issue of ego. Putting all this together, that has really dealt a great blow into our system. Where corruption thrives, the development cannot be as rapid as you feel. Do you understand me? And this cut across all strata. Don't let us shy away from the truth. It cut across all the strata of the society. A bricklayer on the street wants to steal your cement. A welder wants to steal your iron. Who else? All the artisans, you see them, give them a job. You see, and it cut across like that. If we've not thrown caution into the wind, if we pay more attention to corruption, if we look at it that look, life is all about impacting the society, I think we'll be better off. So that has actually brought a lot of problems to the country. And to get out of the wood is for us to just go back to the drawing board. I was talking about ego. What is ego? In Nigeria, somebody who is in a village wants to see himself as the only one having, I pass my neighbor generator, so that all other ones will be quick to come and watch TV and you become a lord over them. If that is not there, you want to get to a society, you want to get to a function, you want everybody to stand up for you, you want them to give you undue respect, you want to be treated in a special way, in an environment, within a chiefdom. The king wants to look at it and look, I must give chieftaincy title to somebody who is so rich, whom you don't know the source of his wealth. So all these things cut across. I'm not talking about government official alone. I'm not talking about even in our own daily activities. We must go back to the basics so that Nigeria will be a better place. It's not the time to start assessing the government. It's just too early. The government is trying to just gather momentum. And gathering momentum, one way or the other, in governance, you have your own plan. But getting to the field, there are so many extraneous forces that are waiting ahead of you to sabotage your efforts. There is a renewed hope. We are still keeping our hope alive. Keeping our hope alive, we can only assess the government maybe about 2 years, when it is 2 years in office. Let us see. We are talking about subsidy removal. We are talking about high rising of what is it called, of foreign currencies, starting from dollars to pound sterling and whatnot. Then we need to make the naira strong. And making the naira strong is not something we should just, surrender to the government alone. We should not just place everything in their hands. All hands must be on deck. What am I trying to say? The issue of agriculture. We must strengthen the naira. How do we strengthen the naira? We must encourage farming, both arable and cash crops. We must be ready for every household to go back to the farm. Every household must have a farm. We must eat what we grow here. We can only improve on what we grow. Like all the species of rice, the different types of rice, we can bring them here, grow them. We shouldn't be waiting for foreign rice, gari, cassava. We should encourage the farmers. What are we doing with 2,000 inmates in Benin prison? Put them on the farm. Let us strengthen the naira. Our exports should not be solely on oil. We should look at it, shouldn't be based on crude oil. The cash crops, cocoa, coffee, and whatnot. All as the government, if the government will succeed, sometimes ago they declare state of emergency on agriculture. It shouldn't be a lip service. I expect the Minister of Agriculture not to stay in an office in Abuja. It should be compulsory for all the states to own farms. It should be compulsory for all the local government to own farms. As a matter of urgency, all the state commissioners for agriculture, you must liaise with them. There must be synergy between the state and the federal government, between the federal government and the local government. We must pay attention to agriculture. This is the only way we can strengthen the naira. Let food be available to the citizens of this country. I demonstrated this some times ago. when I brought, it was an experiment. And up to now, people are still yearning for it. What do? I call those in the market here, supply yam for us. And they brought trailer load of yams. Supply rice. Give us beans, give us garlic. At a subsidized rate, we sold these to the people between 7 and 10,000 households. When you multiply that about 4 or 5, so you'll be having about 40,000 residents of Orile-Agege who benefited from it. What did we do? Rice that is being sold for 700 naira per derika, we sold it for 350. Garri that is being sold for 1,500, we sold it for 700. Yam that was being sold for 3,500, we sold it for 1,000 naira. Cumulatively, the whole thing amounted to 4,400. What are we trying to do? We are trying to encourage the farmers. In fact, the yams were being brought from the farm. We could see soil on the yam. That means if a farmer is assured of selling his products, for the next planting season, he's going to plant more. Because he knows there is ready-made markets. Apart from distribution of fertilizers, the government should be ready to buy all this thing off. From the local government level to the states to the federal. I think we'll be helping the people. We'll be helping Nigeria. How about agro-allied companies? We should encourage them. They should spring up. Let them see what to be done. We should encourage them. Attention. Anybody that doesn't have passion for agriculture should not be made Minister of Agriculture. My dear brother and sister, this country is being blessed. Let us go back to the basics. Let us encourage farming. Let us encourage farming. Particular attention should be placed on farming. We are talking of unemployment. The government should help. The government should help. Bring in mechanized farming. Bring at subsidized rates. Well, I want to use this opportunity to felicitate with Nigeria on the 63rd Nigerian presidency. We will be celebrating the first independence. I really thank God for your life. Thank God that before the primary, I was opportunity to pray for you when you came to Agege, that you'll be the next president. And thank God, God answered that prayer. Happy independence. Happy 63rd independence celebration. Mr. Governor, Mr. Babatunde Olusola, and to all citizens, residents, indigenes of Orile-Agege, I say happy 63rd independence celebration. Long live Nigeria, long live Lagos State, long live Orile-Agege, and long live JS, Mr. Project.
Lens Africa Television, the mirror of the continent.